Crunch, crunch.
You could, like,
Hey.
I feed everybody.
We're going to be live here momentarily, maybe, if my software decides to cooperate.
Man, I hear you
There it
on
goes.
that one.
Hey, it's Bill, and you're tuned into 3 Questions and a Song featuring exactly that. 3 questions, 1 song, and the band Good Grief. Out of, let's see, blanking again. It's been a long day. You guys are out of Tennessee, correct?
Yeah, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga. So if you've ever watched this show or listened to it, depending on your choice of media, you will know that it is pretty quick. There is very little in the way of segues. It's question, question, song, question. And just keep firing away.
Yeah.
So, with that said, we're going to get on our way. I'm going to ask my first question, and that is, what is it about being on stage that keeps bringing you back to the stage?
Well, speaking personally, music is a spiritual experience for me. So when I get up on stage, I kind of feel like a high that I've never felt on, like drugs or anything I've ever done. So that draws me back. It's my passion. I can't speak for these guys, but
Yeah. As for me, the connection you see with people, I'm a big people person. I love people. And when they look at you and they're just in awe of this cool thing you just ripped out playing, and you're just like looking back at them, like having a great time, you feed off of each other's energy very well.
Do me a favor and lean to your left for a second so everybody can see who was just speaking. There you go.
What's
that?
up?
This is Adam.
I'm Adam.
Hey, why don't we do that? I'm usually I have one person on this show. So why don't we have Adam? Who else is sitting there?
So I'm Nate. I sing and I play drums.
I'm Joey. I play bass.
I'm Adam, and I play guitar.
They both play bass and guitar. They're being modest.
Yeah.
So, Adam, you actually look like a guy from our scene. His name's Bob Pratt, who's a bass player.
Oh, is it the beard?
It might be.
It might be the beard, yeah. I get that a lot.
All right, so question 2. If there was an apocalyptic event and almost a whole world is wiped out and there's a handful of people left and they can only keep one song from every band that's ever existed, which song of Good Griefs should survive and help them repopulate the earth?
Oh, well, we just recorded the perfect song for that.
I think we're all in agreement, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's called Tunnel Buddies.
Oh, no.
All right, now I'm going to give each of you a chance to answer since that went that way.
Oh, jeez. Wow, different wavelengths, I suppose.
But yeah, I'll go with that one. That's cool.
Yeah, I got to repopulate the earth.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I'm with you.
Why that one?
It's about friends having mutual partners, we should say. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I guess when the apocalypse is happening, you don't really have a choice.
Be
So
pretty
I-
common.
You're going to have to do it.
I guess that song,
You may as well have a theme song.
I believe that song would inspire people to do what they needed to do in that instance.
That was our goal.
It'd be the anthem of a
Understood.
generation.
It could be like Rock and Roll All Night for the post-apocalyptic people.
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm down with that.
Bad meditation. Yeah, true.
So you guys read into that question exactly the way I intended. A lot of bands are like, let me think here. There was something I was going to follow up with. Did I mention it's been a day?
Yeah.
Dude.
I teach kindergarten through 8th grade. Just
Oh,
to put that
man.
out there.
Thank you.
So
I'm
And-
sorry.
So usually when I come home, there's a bit of a I'm done for the day kind of thing going.
I feel you, man.
But-
Well, thank you for doing this, man. This is really cool
Yeah.
to come home and do from your day job. That's awesome.
This is actually episode number 50 of this podcast.
Woo!
And I mentioned to you guys before we got on the air that I was editing a podcast, and that's my other show, the Pennsylvania Rock Show. And that episode that I'm editing is number 552. So between the two of them, I'm over 600.
Heck yeah, dude.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right, so let's do the. I think this can go right over you guys, but let's do the MTV VH1 Storytellers version of the show. And
All right.
why don't you guys tell me about your song, Drip?
Yeah, so Drip came to fruition on a hot Georgia day in a storage unit that we had rented out as our practice space.
Emphasis on hot.
Hot.
Yeah, it's
very
hot.
hot.
It's a metal
Humid.
building in the middle of Georgia in like a hot season.
Just really hot.
They advertised it as climate control, and it was not.
And he just started playing this. Joey over here just started playing this riff on guitar that kind of sounded like a Pink song, but one of Pink's like club hit songs. And I was like, oh man, that's bumping. So we kind of turned it into a really cool song. It's a double entendre lyrics wise, just like every song on the album, Surreal Estate. And I think listeners can take their own meaning out of the song. It definitely is sexually charged. We'll say that. But not in a menacing way.
Yeah. And we recorded it in that same storage unit, so it has this special magic about it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sentimental.
Sentimental.
And it has to do with sweat too, right? Is that the
It was.
Yeah. It was dripping in a lot of places.
or other fluids?
Yeah.
He caught it. he went ahead and got it.
I do remember what I was going to ask. You guys are in studio right now, like literally sitting in the studio, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So are
Shout
you?
out to Noisy Cricket Audio. Woo, woo.
Yeah, those guys did a great job.
So are you recording an EP, a full length, single? What's going on there?
A little bit of everything. I mean, we just got finished recording a single.
Yeah. So the cool thing about this studio is me and my awesome business partner own it, so we can do whatever we want to at our leisure.
Nice.
And we're recording a single right now, and we're also working on our new EP that's going to be quite adventurous.
Yeah, it's a new side of it. It's a little bit more poppy, but somehow retaining the edge. So it should be fun. We're not selling out, but it's music you can dance to a little bit more.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a moment. We're going to listen to Drip by Good Grief, and we will be right back. And for those of you that are on live, you should know that you're not going to get to hear the song right now because Facebook likes to mute music. And if they mute that video, then you can't hear the guys talking with me, and that defeats the whole purpose of doing this way. So, sorry. You have to wait until February 1st to hear the song, or go to some of the sites that they're going to tell you about later, where you can purchase and stream, I would assume, the music. All right, so now we're going to come back in. Okay, that was Drip by Good Grief out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. You mentioned Georgia earlier. You went to Georgia to record in a metal building. Did I follow that correctly?
Yeah, so we're actually all from North Georgia. Chattanooga is right on the border, the Tennessee-Georgia border. So we're all from the tri-state area. Yeah, we're all Georgia boys. Chattanooga's just the larger city near us. So
If we were to tell you our hometown, no one would know where it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very rural.
Mhm.
So that's like me saying I'm from Pittsburgh instead of Leechburg.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm sure you've heard of one of them and not the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me think.
Here you have a lot of Steelers up there.
Don't bring that up right now.
Come on, man.
They were 11-0.
I know.
Yeah. Oof.
Tough break.
my 7th graders asked me today who I wanted to win the Super Bowl, and I said it has to be the Chiefs because Tom Brady is not allowed to win another one because I'm tired of him keeping the Steelers from getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge Tom Brady fan.
All right, so what we're gonna do now is Kamaya B had asked a question of you guys in episode 49. I'm gonna go ahead and let her ask you that, and you'll get a chance to answer it. We'll do a little bit more talking about where you can be found, and you guys should have a question for Dancing with Ghosts that we'll let you ask as well. So without taking up too much of your time, Kamaya B had to ask you this. And as I said, she wanted to know what inspired you to play the genre that you play.
Well, it's really kind of hard to say because like we all have different influences and maybe set out for like different sounds, but what we ended up with was kind of cooler than the idea we had in the original place.
Yeah, we all bring different influences to the table, and that comes out. And so our songwriting process generally begins with just one person, and we bring that idea to the group. And it's usually the melody of a song or just a general like frame. It could be a single riff. But I think our influences are so different that they just come together on certain songs and they complement one another. So we don't ever aim to play in any genre. I think that stunts creativity. So we just try to mix it up.
And it really helps with Joey and I switching between bass and guitar because we really get to take advantage of his guitar style and his bass style and my guitar style and my bass style. Like, we're able to just create these like wonderful tunes and get each other's inputs on it, and it's really awesome. It's pretty cool.
Now, I'm assuming that you haven't been playing out too much currently, but when you're on the stage, do you guys switch like during the sets?
Yes. Yeah. Nathan will normally have a thing to say to the audience, and that's really cool or funny, and then we'll just kind of make our way over and do it. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, do you each have your own bass cab on stage, or do you just share one setup?
Yeah, we just swap around. It's cooler that way. And it's a lot less to set up.
Yeah.
The funny part about how we play, though, is we all sing, and Joey is like 8 feet tall. So when I get over to his mic stand, I have to like jump to get into it, and it's really funny sometimes. So.
I never thought about that.
Sorry, I should probably lower that.
No. It's just really funny because everybody notices, like, and I'll make a joke, and everybody cracks up, and we're super lighthearted on stage, so it really plays into our vibe.
Yeah.
We used to have a band here in our scene. They were called Bum, which stood for their first initials, Bruce, Utah, and Marty. But then their tagline was "Everyone loves Bum." But they same thing. They were a trio, the bass player, guitarist, drummer, but all 3 of them played all 3 instruments. So like they would just like get up and do a fire drill, change instruments, and play the next song.
It's like musical chairs.
Yeah, I was very careful with what I just said there because there's a term for what I was thinking that's not really. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. They'll fill you in later.
Thanks. Thanks.
But yeah, they were fun to watch for the same reason because like especially the first time that you saw them do it, you're like, what is going on here? And I knew all 3 of them from different bands and didn't realize that they could do that until they were in that band. So.
Yeah. And I play drums and sing. That's a novelty, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Most people don't. I don't really see too many bands do that.
Yeah. As the lead vocalist, nonetheless. Yeah, that's awesome.
So you guys should teach him how to play one of them, guitar or bass. He's like, nope. I saw that look.
We can play some Taco Bell Cannon. How about that? I'll grab the bass. Grab some hot cross buns.
Yeah.
See, now you're talking about my ability with my kids' recorders.
There you go. That's awesome.
All right, so Where can the listeners find you guys online? Where can they find your music? Where can they send you a message and ask you some more off the wall questions?
Yeah, for sure. We love people reaching out to us. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/ggnuga. Or just look up Goodreads.
Right below him as he speaks.
Yeah. Also, Instagram, our handle's ggnuga. We're on Bandcamp. We're on Spotify. We're on all Apple Music, all the major music platforms. We're in the Netherlands. We're in Africa. We're in all kinds of places. So we also have a YouTube, and I encourage you. We do a lot of DIY stuff, and we've made 3 really cool music videos. We conceptualized them, we filmed them, we edited them, and a lot of heart and soul went into them. And they're really funny, I think.
They're awesome.
They're pretty funny. The music video for Drip is really funny. We start out in priest robes, and we end up sweaty in workout gear. So
70s workout gear.
Yeah, so we all look like Richard Simmons by the end of it, and it's pretty awesome.
It just occurred to me that I should definitely make sure that we're live, and we are.
Hey!
See, there's what it looks like.
That's awesome. So we're good. Hey.
Did you just wave to yourself?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it, man.
Just
It's
checking.
like the wave exception.
It's a interviewception. Yeah.
It's a never-ending wave.
So I sent you to check out Dancing with Ghosts. What question did you come up with for those guys?
Yeah, so they blend genres too, and there's just like electronic kind of rock. Is what the, is
Dark,
kind of the
dark rock.
electronic rock. Yeah, that kind of the vibe I got from it. But so I guess our question is, how do you balance the weight of the different genres? Because I heard a few of their songs, and some of them lean more rock, some of them lean more like pop electronic stuff. So how do you find the balance in your music and the direction genre wise?
Very cool. And as I tell every guest, now you have to listen to the next episode so you can hear their answer.
Yes,
Absolutely.
This podcast is like the chain letter of audio.
Yeah, I also say it's really community building because, like, of course, I want to check out how they answer our question. I want to check out the band that asked us the question. That's kind of cool.
I give credit to that to the lead singer of the band After the Fall from Pittsburgh. It's also the logo. If you see my Build a Scene logo, it has the like 50 styles microphone. He uses that mic on stage, so I gave him a little nod there in the logo. But he and I were discussing a possible blog series on my website where we would have one band interview another band, and then that band would interview the next band, and so forth. But it never came to fruition. So when I decided I was going to do this second podcast, I was like, I really like that idea. I'm going to use it in the podcast instead. So
yeah, I think it's a great little format. I like it. It's creative.
Absolutely.
It's unique.
So that's how this one works. And then the Pennsylvania Rock Show, the longer running one, the one that's old enough to drive now. That one is more raw, and whatever I ask in whatever direction we go, it just kind of meanders until we get to the end. But there's a lot of there used to be a lot of bands from outside Pennsylvania who wanted to be on that show, so that's how this one came about. And that one is rock and metal only now, because I started this one so I can put any genre on this one from anywhere.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, nice.
But let's see. Where are we at? We're at the end. That's where we are.
Yeah.
We did it.
So it was so fun.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So
You got a great radio personality.
thank you. I tell people all the time it's because of my day job. All I do is ask questions all day.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I teach science and stream and Spanish and computers. So it's questions from everywhere.
There's a lot of subjects.
The way you teach is like our genres. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Yes.
intense.
All over the place.
Yeah, especially when you look at stream and realize it means science, technology, religion, engineering, art, and math.
Mm.
So
very well rounded. Both areas of the brain are being used, both sides.
although I teach at a Catholic school and I'm not Catholic, so I'm not allowed to teach religion, so I can cross at least one of them off.
Mm.
But paper airplanes, that's what we're doing now.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
But well, guys, it was great having you on, and as you get some more music, which clearly you guys are working on now, if you want to send them along, I can throw them in rotation on the streaming radio station we have on Build the Scene.
Absolutely.
We'd love that.
All right, so this has been episode number 50 of 3 Questions and a Song. Make sure you check us out on the 1st and 15th of every month to hear what the last band had to say about the next band.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, man.
No
Yeah,
problem.
thanks.